So we're just arriving at Center Parcs Elveden for our holiday. Good start. I've got an engine management warning light on my car. Oh, we're flashing to let us go and all sorts of dear. Very complicated. We're out. But the car seems fine. Unless it explodes now, we'll get that on footage and video, wouldn't we? That'd be good. Anyway, we're about to turn in. It's down here on the left. Here we go. Beautiful weather today. I think it's about, car says it's 26 degrees Celsius, but it's difficult to tell whether or not the car's just overheating. But yeah, beautiful clear blue skies. And I guess shortly we shall see what the queue is like. Here we go, we're coming in. The check-in time is actually 3 p.m. You can pay to check in earlier, but we're here at about 25 to 4. So I'm hoping the queues might have died down a little bit, but we shall see. That's not bad at all. Should we go in this right-hand lane? actually hissing and is very close. They're flanking us on all sides. Come on, give it a rest, mate. We're not interested. Leave. Look, that one's going after that one. These are bullies. I'm just getting it on tape. If you touch me, I'm going straight to the police. Fentimans, gin and tonic. Now, Sammy Game. Oh my word. What are you doing? You just blown it out. I'll pick it. So it's the second day of our stay. It's Tuesday evening, and it's quite a warm evening. It's a little bit overcast, but it's about 24 degrees Celsius, which, if you're familiar with England, it's pretty good. I almost dropped my phone, but I did catch it. That's quite impressive. It's probably upside down now. Well, I haven't had that much to drink. I've had half a bottle of beer, so I'm not quite sure what's happened. We're having a barbecue. You can see Ellie's there, blowing it out. Don't know what she's doing. This is our lodge. This is a 2-bedroom lodge. We got the dining table, we've got the kitchen area with a fridge, and we went to Sainsbury's before we got here and got all our sort of supplies. We got a gas oven, a dishwasher, bin, cutlery and stuff, cutlery in here, and what have we got in here? You know, plates, mugs, things like that, glasses in here. I mean, this, and obviously like cookware, like frying pans, baking trays, and they also provide some sort of washing up liquid, oven gloves, that sort of thing. There's also a microwave. You get a television and a DVD player. You get a fire, and supposedly you're only supposed to put the logs in here that you buy from the park market. Not quite sure why that is. But anyway, it's too warm here. We always come in summer, so we never need to use that. This is the sort of lounge area with the settee, little table there, little leather chair in the corner, which rightly or wrongly we use for kind of drying our swimming equipment. Is it doing all right? Still going. It's what? Well done. Well, she got it lit again. It's a miracle of science. We've got lots of monkey nuts to feed wild animals, but you've got to be a bit careful because what is she doing out there? You have to be a bit careful because if you feed the animals, they come inside the lodge. So Elle was feeding some ducks and some squirrels, then she went in the shower, and then while she was doing that and I was on my laptop, I noticed I was sitting next to a squirrel, which I kind of went up to him. He knew where the exit was, he didn't have to ask. We've got the bathroom through here, toilet, which is again a little bit grotty down there. I promise I didn't make those funny stain marks in the toilet. Little sink, a little mirror which is probably heated with a little shaving thing on it, a radiator for hanging your towels on, a shower and bath combination thing. I don't know what that is that my girlfriend's brought with her, but she's brought that. It looks like some kind of implement of torture, if you ask me. Here are our bicycles. This is the sort of path out to the main entrance. And this is the sort of second bathroom with a little boiler room off there, which we never go in because you're not really supposed to go in there. But yeah, you get a nice selection in these 2-bedroom lodges. And we've come in June, and this has cost about £420, which is about half, possibly less than half than it would be if we'd come like a month later, because this is technically sort of off-peak. All the kids are supposed to be at school. I better go and rescue dinner because it looks like it's looks pretty gassy out there. Oh, thought of a Mason coffee. It's not really. I've cheated. I've just filled up one that I had at home. Anyway, I'll see you in a bit. Enjoy the rest of the video. Bye for now. Ready to eat? We've finished eating. It was delicious. And now we are toasting marshmallows. Got our forks. I'm going for the rotating method like a suckling pig. And you're going for the leave it to burst into flames method. So we've come for a cycle ride. You're stuffing your face with banana chips. I haven't had any because I'm really good. I haven't had a single one, have I? We just watched the Segway people going past. I think they're on their way back now. Obviously, I think I'll have put in some footage of them. We're at the edge of the Center Parcs. What would you call it? Site, that's it. And here you can see the sort of military style fencing that stops us from escaping. I think it's also to stop people getting in. So that's one thing that's worth saying. I'd like to turn this into a little bit of a review of Center Parcs actually. Center Parcs is very, very safe. I don't think there's really any theft, certainly no violence, no bad behaviour, and that's generally because people have to pay to get in and you don't have kind of strangers wandering in causing problems. So as you can see, it's absolutely glorious here. We're about to finish our cycle ride, then I think we might cycle around the lake depending on how much energy we have, and then we'll go back for lunch, and then I think we're going to go swimming. So that's about it. I haven't really got much more to say. We'll wave goodbye. Not really, don't want to wave goodbye, that's fair enough. Right. So it's our last day here, and we're currently feeding nuts to the animals. This is a lake that's right outside our lodge. I've got some goose friends here that I'm feeding. I think they're maybe only my friends because I'm feeding them. And if we go over here, you can see a wild girlfriend feeding. Oh, look, tiny little baby, tiny little, what are they called again? Moorhen. Tiny little baby moorhen. Isn't that cute? Being fed. Let's hope the geese don't come over and kill it. So our plan, well, it looks beautiful out, doesn't it? Look at that. So our plan for this morning is to go for a little cycle ride, and then we're going to go roller skating in the afternoon, followed by a bit more badminton. We've already played badminton once. Am I scaring off the animals yet? No, okay. Yesterday we went to Rajinder Pradesh for dinner. I don't want to be too critical. It was all right. Parts of it were nice, parts of it kind of tasted a bit Indian. But to be honest, if you're used to going to an Indian restaurant, you're going to be a bit disappointed. But we thought we'd give it a go because people swear by it. People say it's absolutely delicious. But as I said, yeah, a little bit disappointed. We then sat downstairs where they have entertainment night. So there's this guy, Alton Wahlberg, and he kind of plays music on his acoustic guitars. I mean, I'd say he's a little bit like Ed Sheeran, but he's not really. I mean, he's ginger. That's probably about where it stops. I suppose there is a small similarity in the style of his music, but he has got his own unique style. So he was good. Then we went for another long cycle ride. Actually, a lot of families, young families, come to Center Parcs, and they seem to just kind of go swimming, go for a meal, and then go back to the lodge. We cycle around areas like this. There's lots of sort of, cycle paths, walking paths, and we cycle around the sort of main roads with all the lodges on. And we really enjoy that, especially when the weather is nice. We've had some glorious weather here, and it stayed warm well into the evening. So it's been really good fun. So we'll get on with the day, and I'll insert some more clips of our fun day. So we've just come back from dinner. We had Café Rouge. We were going to go to the Foresters Inn, but they turned us away because apparently, even though it was empty in there, they weren't taking any sit-down, whatever you call them, sort of sit-down places. So we went to Café Rouge instead, had a nice meal there. Then we went swimming for the last time. We're kind of starting to pack up our bags. The last of the light is fading. Interesting fact today, oh, there's somebody coming. Scary. I've never been witnessed vlogging before. This is actually the summer solstice. So I think it's approaching about 9:30, and if I show you outside, there's somebody coming. They're following everywhere I go. They're following. They're coming around the side of the lodge. They've gone now. So yeah, you can see it's the summer solstice, and this is pretty bright. What time is it? Is it 9:30? 9:15. So yeah, we're going to go for a cycle ride now. Make the most of that. Pack up the remaining things. Collect the car from the car park. You may remember from the beginning of this video, the car has got an error, so we're hoping we get home in one piece. I'm sure we will. I'm sure it'll be fine. The warning on the car didn't actually seem to make any difference to the way it was driving, so bleh. Anyway, that's a boring aside. We really love staying at Center Parcs. We'll definitely be back next year. If you've got any questions about our stay, please leave them down below. This is the Elveden Center Parcs, which is in Norfolk, in case you weren't aware. Yeah, any questions about our stay here or about Center Parcs in general, I'll be happy to answer them. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. It'll really help me out. I don't know how, but apparently it will. My girlfriend's run off now to feed more wild animals, so I better go and collect her before she falls in the lake and I never see her again. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.